Yes, that's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna unmute them. Mhm. Hello, everyone from all over the world. Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry for the delay for today, but yes, we're gonna start now. Well, today is our another session of Lady Niguma for the world. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to share with all of you here. As usual, we're going to start our session with some inspirational teaching, followed by asana and meditation. And we're going to end our session with Q&A. So if you have any question about yoga in general, do stay back to ask our instructor later. And we're so honored and happy to have our beautiful Christina Lonno, or known as Chrissy from Canada. She'll be leading us today. So do be generous with your loves and flowers in the chat box to invite her. Let's welcome Chrissy.
Thank you for such a lovely introduction, Annie. What an honor to be here for Lady Niguma for the world. I see some new faces that I haven't practiced with before. So hello, nice to meet you. And I see some of my regular students. Hi, Deirdre. Hey, Robert, good to see you here. So the idea behind these events is to bring us all together in this international community of Lady Niguma practitioners and share the practice and dedicate it to making the world a better place. This seems really important right now. Lady Niguma was this incredible yogini who lived over 1,000 years ago. And we practice her system because she reached the highest goals of yoga, the attainment of complete and total love for all beings, paired with a direct understanding of where the world is coming from. So for generations, her system has been passed down, and today we're still practicing what she taught. So my name is Chrissy, as Annie mentioned, and I'll be guiding you today in the 60-minute Lady Niguma 1 asana practice, but I'll start with a little bit of a teaching and then drop into meditation. So some of you, or most of you, I think, have practiced it before, but everyone has a little bit of a different way of presenting it. According to this tradition, we have to use the inner and the outer methods to find a perfect balance and equilibrium of our body and our mind. We must peel back the sheaths of our subtle body to get closer to the juicy center of our ultimate reality. And we do this by using our breath, sound, and movement, the asanas, to help loosen the knots that block us off from reaching our highest potential. This helps us to release the stuck negative emotions that get stuck in the subtle body. And when we do this, it enhances our thoughts of love, compassion, and wisdom. In this practice, we're working with 3 main channels of the body that the prana and breath flows through. Those are the nadis. You can picture them like these electrical wires or blood vessels in this more cosmic sense. There's the Ida nadi, which is our left side. It starts at the left nostril, and then it runs up the front of the skull, moving down all the way to the left side, just to the left of the spine, basically, all the way down our left leg. And the prana that runs in the left side channel is associated with cold, negative thoughts, such as wanting something so much, you might be willing to harm someone else to get that thing. It's a mistaken view, also known as ignorantly liking or grasping, like holding on too tightly to something. So on the contrast, there's the other side, the right side channel, Pingala Nadi, which starts at the right nostril, goes up the front of the face, down the back of the skull, all the way down, just like to the right of the spine, the central channel, and then all the way down the right leg. the prana that's running in this channel is associated with hot or heated emotions. Think anytime you get jealous or angry, so it gets inflamed. The more traditional way of saying this is ignorantly disliking something or having an aversion toward it, like make this stop, push it away. What we're trying to do is get the prana into Sushumna Nadi, our central channel. So it's a little bit shorter than the other channels, and as it doesn't continue down the legs. But when prana moves here, we experience bliss, concentration, compassion, and we can become pure light. So this channel, Shushu, translates as the good channel. When there's too much prana in either of the side channels, it creates these like mega knots called granthis. And this prevents the prana from entering the central channel, not making us feel so great. So if we compulsively continue the mistaken views of the left and the right side channel and let those knots get stronger and stiffer, eventually the prana stops altogether and we get sick, like physical illness, or we suffer mentally. So the chakras are the wheels of energy that are created by these knots. So what we're doing in this practice, we're going to get to like the crucial point at the center of each knot. And this is called the nay point, where we can direct our sound, the bija mantras. These seed syllables, when directed into the center of the chakra, help to picture like a knot, like we're shaking it up, and accelerates the process of unraveling the knot. The bija is this song of the chakra. It's the natural song, the Sanskrit verse, that when prana is flowing through it, it helps us to focus on the nape point and helps to direct the winds into the central channel. So in today's practice, we'll start with a little bit of a grounding meditation so we can make the transition from whatever we were just doing to whatever we're doing now, and drop whatever we have to do after. And then we'll move into some purifying pranayama. This is the breath work, which helps to move the winds. And then we'll go into chanting the bija mantras together, helping us to prepare for the asana. Each of the chakras that we go through, we go from the root chakra all the way up to crown, has 4 poses where we twist, lengthen, gather energy, and then disperse the energy to move up. All right, so we'll go through that all together. Start in a comfortable seated position. We'll be seated for another 10 minutes or so. So get comfortable in a meditation posture. Ideally, you would have your seat elevated, so sitting up on a pillow or a block. I'll move my chair aside. Take a moment to feel your sit bones rooting into your prop as you reach up through the crown of your head. Lengthen the spine. Visualizing the 3 main channels that we're working with. Drop the shoulders down the back. Rest the palms in your lap lightly. Very important asana. Lift at the corners of the lips. Sweet smile. This helps to open up the left and right side channel. Contain this sweet disposition. If it's comfortable for you, allow your eyelids to become heavy before softly fluttering them closed. A moment to transition from your outer environment to explore this subtle body within. Doing so with a scan of the body from the crown of your head. Making your way toward the soles of the feet. And as you scan down your body, you can visualize the parts dissolving, muscles, bones, organs, and replacing this with the clearest blue sky color. Once you make your way all the way down, just visualizing the room you're in with the mat, the essence of you. Connect with your breathing. Sensing the breath moving in these three main nadis, and maybe where you can sense the prana located the most, either left side dominant or right side dominant, or maybe a pretty even balance. Now recall your purest motivation for showing up to this practice. The power of practicing within community, internationally, all of these beautiful faces that you saw on the screen, with this motivation to make the world a more peaceful place, starting with that internal world within you. If it's true that our world is a reflection being perceived by what we're putting out into it, then this is the perfect practice to do for ourselves and others. So set this intention to do your practice to be of benefit to many, many sentient beings. Allow your awareness to move to the tip of the nose. Ready to move into our first pranayama of Nadi Shodhana, the alternate nostril breath, to help purify the side channels. You can lift the right hand and bring the two peace fingers, index and middle finger, into the palm of the hand. Your left palm rests in your lap. Refresh your meditation pose. Keep the eyelids heavy, or you can keep the gaze forward softly. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Hold both nostrils closed briefly. Exhale through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Hold. Breathe out through the left. That was one round. Let's continue. Inhaling through the left side, following the trajectory of the left side channel, up the front of the face, down the length of the left side body. Hold. And then exhale, visualizing coming up the right side of the body and then out through the right nostril. Inhale through the right side. hold. Engage the bandhas if you're familiar with them. Exhale left. Continue on just for a couple of rounds. Each time you exhale through one of the sides, releasing the subtle mistaken views of grasping and aversion, these qualities that we're constantly in the throes of, wanting more or wanting less of what we have. Let it feel really good as this releases, priming this vessel to get to work at the level of the mechanism. Completing just one more round. You can extend the length of the hold if that's comfortable for you. You'll know you're complete with your next exhale through the left nostril. Draining all the air and prana out, and allow your right palm to rest in your lap. Sense any subtle shifts that have taken place. Directing your mind's eye now to the base of the seat where our root chakra is, Muladhara chakra, at the tip of the genitals, but a little deeper inside the body where the perineum area is. We'll begin our bija mantras for each chakra. Starting with Muladhara, the sacred sound is shang. Breathe in, chant along with me. Shang, 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 shang. Allow the sound to resonate and vibrate at the nape point, at the pinpoint of the needle in the center of this knot. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Shang, 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 shang. Nice. We move up Sushumna Nadi to the tip of the tailbone, Svadhisthana chakra. Take your mind to this place inside of the central channel where the second chakra is, and we send the sound of yam. Inhale. Yum, 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 yum. Repeating that again. Breathe in. Yum, 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 yum. This vibration of sound within guide you further up to the third chakra, Manipura, at the navel. This chakra is in line with your belly button, but deeper into the body. This is where the central channel is, just an inch in front of the spine. This is the sound of Ram. Breathe in. Ram, 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 rum, 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 rum. Lighting the fire at the navel. We add fuel to it by repeating this sacred sound of rum. Inhale. Rum, 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 rum. Piercing up into heart chakra, anahata, the central point of our body that has 3 times as many racks of those side channels. So this is a mega knot, like a traffic jam, too much prana. So we really have to direct our intention there with the sacred sound of lam. We'll do extra poses for the heart chakra as well. Breathe in, take your mind to the center of you. Lam, 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 lam. Feel that sound burst out from the nape point, start to press against these shackles over the heart. And we're going to do it again. Breathe in, lam. Lam, 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 lam. We travel with the sound of the chakras up to our throat, Vishuddha chakra, the base of the throat, an inch in front of the spine. Loosening this knot that stops us from speaking our truth. And we do so with the sacred sound of Sum. Breathe in. Sum, 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 sum. Feel that vibration there, like a tickle in the throat, loosening it further again with Sum. Inhale. Sum, 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 sum. We've reached the final space, the chakra of great bliss, Sahasrara at the crown. Visualize it like this 1,000-petaled lotus. And when we're free of the knots in our central channel, the light of 1,000,000 suns, blazing, total clear light, bursts through the crown of the head. Drop in through the center of your crown into the midbrain, stay in line with Ajna chakra, third eye, where we send the sound of Hung, H-U-N-G, just once, like a long buzzing sound. Breathe in. Allow your regular breathing to resume. Come back into the space you're in, back into your physical body, and allow movement of fingers. Circle at the wrists. Give yourself a big stretch, reaching arms alongside ears, pressing the palms together overhead, lengthen the sides of the body, little movements from side to side. And bring your hands together through heart space, dropping your chin in toward your chest. Recalling your pure motivation as we let the palms rest with the chin and flutter the eyes open. And we'll come to stand at the top of the mat. We're ready for the physical part of the practice now, the asanas. Before we get into our 4 poses for each chakra. We warm the body with some sun salutations. We'll just do one round for the sake of time. And in Lady Niguma's yoga, everything starts to the left. So you'll notice that I cue the left side first. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat, feet about hip width distance apart. Bring your hands together at heart space. Press your palms back. Breathe in, reach the arms forward and up. You can find a gentle back bend here. Soft bend of the knees as you exhale, fold. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the space behind your shoulder blades and gently shake your head side to side. Uttanasana variation. Inhale, fingertips down, stepping your left foot back, drop the left knee down, point the left toes, and lift your chest. So we have variations. You can keep the fingers on the ground, interlace the fingers on top of right thigh, or if you feel warmed up, you can find Anjaneyasana, arms alongside the ears, but wriggle out of it a little bit. Picture yourself trying to shake off the side channels. Activate Ujjayi breath if it's familiar with you, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, creating the tumo, heat in the body. Breathing in one more time. Exhale, planting palms down. Lift the left knee, step to a high plank. Bend the knees, bringing them down. Arch the back, bring your chest and chin toward the floor, look forward. Point the toes, press through the hands, come into baby cobra on the inhale. Exhale, press back through child's pose, forehead touches the mat. Tuck your toes and lift your hips into downward dog for 3 rounds of breath. You can shake the head side to side, gently pedal the feet. Feel the length of the spine as the crown reaches down and the tailbone reaches to the sky, widening your sit bones. On your next breath in, look forward, step forward with the left foot, drop the right knee down, point the toes, finding your Anjaneyasana or variation that works best for you. Maintaining joyful effort in your practice. So sweet smile. Maybe think about the person or being you're doing your practice for, including you. One more breath. Come to stand at the top of the mat, folding over the legs, interlacing the fingers behind you, Uttanasana variation. Inhale to rise up, reach up and back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana variation. Same thing we'll do on the opposite side. Inhale, fingertips down, right foot steps back, right knee touches the earth, point the toes, lift the chest, Anjaneyasana or variation. You can even practice this with your eyes closed. Sometimes I like to do that so I really know I'm initiating each movement with my breathing. So we can go at different paces. That's totally fine. Bring your palms down, step to high plank. Move through knees, chest, chin, or if you prefer, chaturanga, shoulders over your wrists, come down halfway. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. The exhale, move through tabletop or lift navel to spine to roll over toes, downward dog, 3 breaths. Next, inhale, look forward, step forward with right foot, drop the left knee, point the toes, rise up with the chest. Nice, everyone, looking good. Exhale, stand at the top of the mat, fold with your fingers interlaced behind your back. Maybe the fists go completely overhead, maybe you fold completely in half. Breathe in to rise up, reach back, look back. Exhale, hands come through heart space, arms rest alongside your body, Tadasana. Come to Dandasana on the mat, stack pose. All right, we are ready to move through our postures for each chakra. So you can move the flesh away from your seat. So both sit bones are rooted down. So I'm just checking the chat here. Everyone's good? Okay. We'll start with Muladhara chakra, but there is no twisting pose for this chakra. So what we do instead is just apply a little extra pressure there. Bring your left knee into flexion and then open from the hip, bringing your left heel as close as you can into your seat. Or if you find it is comfortable enough to do so, you ideally would sit atop your left heel. So there's direct pressure into the perineum area, right at Muladhara. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. On your exhale, you hinge forward. You don't have to come too far down. As long as you feel the pressure at the base of the seat, you can drop your chin into your lap, close your eyes. Take your mind to the nae at Muladhara. Visualize your breath moving in and through this space, not in and through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Yes, we're doing that too, but your focus is breathing in and through this chakra. Chakra breathing. Stay for one more round of breathing. And slowly rise back to Dandasana. And then we do the same thing, opposite sides. Now, right heel comes in toward you, or you sit atop the right heel. If so, your knees go a little closer together. Cool. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, you fold. For those that have a little bit more flexibility, you might grab the foot. If this is really tight in the back of your leg, you can bend your left knee, making the foot a little closer for you. And then close your eyes, drop your chin in toward your lap and breathe here. Slowly rise up. Good. Release the right leg. Lengthening posture, Baddha Konasana. Draw your heels in as close as you can toward you, making sure we're tall on both sit bones. Interlace the fingers over the toes. Squeeze behind the shoulder blades. Breathe in to lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge forward with a straight spine. So I actually did this practice earlier today, so my body feels quite open, but if you only come down like an inch or so, that's fine. Some of you, maybe you did some asana earlier as well. You might be able to bring your forehead down. Visualize lengthening at Muladhara as you breathe in and through that first chakra. Keep your practice sweet. Don't push it too far. If it starts to feel like you're growling or grinding your teeth, pull out a bit. One more breath. Slowly rise up. And find a comfortable, easy seat now. It could be like cross-legged or half lotus. We're going to gather the energy now. Now that we like lengthened those channels, we can gather the energy to disperse it up after. So how we do this is just squeezing pelvic floor muscles. It's called Ashwini Mudra. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles and then relax. Squeezing like as if you had to stop yourself from going to the bathroom. You squeeze and then just relax. You can do that 10 times, eyes open or closed. It's like the invisible asana, so I can't tell if you're doing it. So you just squeeze, relax, squeeze, and relax. Visualizing gathering energy at Muladhara. When you feel like you're complete, if the eyes are closed, you flutter them open, and we'll get to dispersing the energy now. I like to picture like that, not unravels. And how we do that is with 3 sets of 3 yogic drops. You can either bring one ankle in front of the other, lift your seat, and then drop down 3 times 3. Or if you have one of the lotuses, half or full, you can lift up your seat and then exhale through your nose 3 times quickly like this. And it's like a light tapping. So do 2 more sets if you had that, or however many. Yeah, everyone's got different variations. Could be different on different days. Last one. Cool. And once you've finished, release any of the lotuses. We move through a vinyasa in between each chakra. Cross your ankles, plant the palms, step or jump back, moving through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathe in to lift your heart. Breathe out to lift your hips to the sky for 1 breath. Move your attention to Svadhisthana at the tip of the tailbone. Moving there next. Big toes touch, heels come apart. Walk your hands closer to you and then bend your knees, look forward. You're going to step forward and then come to sit down. Or if you have a jump through practice, you can either cross your ankles to jump through or kick your heels forward like so. If you have blocks at home, I'll demonstrate next time. You would put your hands on the block from the lowest setting, bring the earth closer to you. And now we get to lay down and get ready for our twisting posture. Bring your left knee into the chest and step the left foot on top of the right thigh. Open your left arm out like a half goalpost shape, pressing the fingernails into the floor. Your right hand guides the left knee across the body over to the right side, and you look slightly over the left shoulder. Let the twist happen all the way down at the tip of the tailbone. This is where we want it, at Svadhisthana. Starting to loosen the tight knot at second chakra. Doing so sweetly. Maybe you try and bring your knee down, but it doesn't have to go down. Roll onto your back body, extending the left leg, and we do opposite side. Step the right foot on top of the left thigh, turning the right knee over to the left, look over your right shoulder. Supine twist. Option to close the eyes down so we can allow the attention to become very quiet and subtle within the central channel at the level of Svadhisthana. Roll onto your back, and we'll come up to Dandasana 2 ways. You can either interlace the fingers behind the right thigh and kick your heel down for support, or to create more heat in Lady Niguma practice, you can reach the arms alongside the ears and then reach past your toes with forceful exhales through the nose twice. And then come into your sack pose. Lengthening postures, Paschimottanasana. Breathe in, reach the arms high alongside the ears. Breathe out to fold. You can bend the knees. Relax the expression on the face. Bring that cute smile. Feeling good for doing something good, not just for your body, but for your mind and for others. And slowly release. Your hands alongside the legs can guide you directly into gathering posture, Navasana, boat pose. Bring the legs into a tabletop and hold behind the thighs or at the shins. Finding this balance right at the tip of the tailbone. Feel the pressure there. To advance this posture, you can reach your arms to the side, palms up, or you might even straighten the legs. Stay for 3 deep rounds of breath. Look just past your big toes if their legs are lengthened. Nice, everyone. And slowly come down. Bend your knees so the soles of the feet touch the floor and knock the knees together to touch. Let the feet go as wide as the mat. Open your arms like you're a cactus. Disperse the energy by slowly windshield wipering the legs from side to side. So the knees go to the left and the right. Nice. All right. Gather the knees into your chest, cross at the ankles, and roll along the length of the spine a few times. So we're gaining momentum to move through our vinyasa to go up to Manipura next. Once you get that momentum, press your palms down to step or jump back, moving through an optional vinyasa or going straight to downward dog. We meet with our hips in the sky. Take your mind to third chakra, Manipura, navel, right in the center of Sushumna Nadi, in line with the belly button. Twisting pose. Start. Step your left foot forward. Drop the right knee underneath the right hip and then lift the chest. So you'll see that I have 2 right angles of the legs. It's not like a deep lunge. You could do that too, but I find it's easier to get to that part that we want to twist with the legs like this. Lift the right arm up and over. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left, either bringing the hand outside of the left knee or bring your right underarm all the way over left knee, and then hands would come into press together at your heart. Really press them together if you have them there. So it helps to open your chest, so much so you might look over left shoulder. Bringing out the negative emotions, bringing out grasping and aversion. Feel it exit your body as the heat dials up. You might feel warmer as you do this twisting pose. This is good. One more. Look down at your left foot, frame it with your hands, and then step into Uttanasana. This is our lengthening pose. So we twist, lengthen, and then twist, lengthen for Manipura. I like holding opposite elbows here and just kind of ragdoll over the legs. Lengthening the left of Manipura and just to the right. Drawing the navel up and in toward your spine. Let the hands relax if you had the elbows, and we do the opposite side. Step your left foot back, bring the left knee down underneath the hip, come into that pose where it's 2 right angles. Lift the left arm up and over as you inhale, and then exhale, come into the type of twist you did on the other side, either hand outside of the thigh or knee, or deepening the twist with underarm over the thigh. Look over your right shoulder, press your thumbs into your sternum. Bringing out toxins, bringing out anything that's no longer serving you, any obstacles. Look down at the right foot, come back into Uttanasana. Option to grab the big toes with the peace fingers or step on your hands for Padahastasana. Keep a bend in your knees as you find a half lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Elbows out to the side, pressing the backs of the knees toward the back of the room. Shake your head like you're saying no. Release, come into a little half lift. Extend your arms forward, bend your knees, and then come all the way down onto the mat. Lay down. Lengthening the legs forward and flexing the feet, zipping the inner thighs, shins toward one another, and bring your palms underneath your glutes facing down. This will protect us for our gathering pose of leg lifts. Breathe in, lift your left leg, foot is flexed. Exhale, point the toe, let the heel hover. Do this 5 times on the left. Inhale, exhale. You could go faster if you want. Pressing the belly button to the spine to gather energy at Manipura. And once you've done 5 on the left, you do 5 on the right. And if you went quick, like I did, you could even squeeze in 3 with both legs, flexing feet, and then hover. Letting the heels slowly descend once you feel complete, releasing your palms from beneath you. Come up to a seat. Find an easy seat again. Maybe half lotus if you have. Take a breather. Get ready for dispersing practice of very powerful pranayama called Kapalabhati. This is where we use all that heat we gathered at the navel to like blaze up into our heart chakra. Remember that mega knot there. So it's like burning up into it. So we do this quick, forceful exhalations. It looks like a pumping of your stomach. The inhale comes on its own, so you don't need to focus on the inhale. So we'll do like 10 of those. And we can start together. Unless you already know the practice, you can go right into it. Maybe you do a little bit more. All right. Eyes can be open or closed. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale completely through the nose. Breathe in halfway through the nose. And begin. As you do this, try and keep a soft expression on the face. Don't scrunch the eyes. Keep it sweet. A couple more. On the last one, you exhale all the air out through the nose, and then you breathe in, open your eyes, preparing yourself for your vinyasa, crossing at the ankles, plant your palms to step or jump back. The inhale lifts the chest. The exhale lifts the hips high. I'll show you the jump through. If you wish, blocks are your friends here. You bring them closer, maybe just off the mat or a little bit on the mat, a little bit on the floor. Full palm is down. You bend your knees a lot, look forward, and think that like there's a target about a foot in front of the mat for your heels, and you pounce forward, kicking your heels forward. Look forward. Yeah, the most important part is keep your drishti forward. Good. Well done. Nice. Okay. Heart chakra. Come back to your motivation for practice. Find Dandasana. Twisting pose. Left knee up and step the left foot outside of the right thigh, keeping your right leg extended or your right heel comes in toward your left glute. Left palm walks behind you as a kickstand. Reach the right arm up as you inhale, and exhale, hug the left knee or twist over to the left and hook the elbow. 3 breaths here. Closing the eyes down if you'd wish. Inviting in ultimate love and compassion as we release this block over our heart. Slowly unraveling, we do the opposite side. So right foot comes over the left thigh, maybe mirror whatever you did on the other side, like extended or heel in toward glute. Right palm behind you. Inhale, left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, twist open to your right for 3 rounds of breath. So feel your shoulder blades pulling away from one another. So you really get to twist at Anahata. It's toward the back of the heart. So right in between the shoulder blades. And release. Find your way into a downward facing dog. This is just a transitional pose. From downward dog, breathe in, reach your right heel up and back. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop your left heel down and windmill the arms open for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Cool. Feel like your arms are prying open your heart. This is lengthening the heart. And then look over your right fingertips. Some people, I've seen practice this with palms up, like they're making offerings. You can do either or. Start to straighten the right leg. Heel toe your left foot in slightly, just shortening the stance. Bump your hips back and reach forward, forward, forward. Come into Trikonasana. Look up toward your left thumbnail. Inhale. And then sweep the left arm over the ear. Utthita Trikonasana. Lengthening the left side of the heart. Draw the shoulder blades back. Really draining prana out of the whole left side channel here. Press yourself up to stand, tee the arms, right toes in, left toes forward. Lengthen your stance, Virabhadrasana 2, other side. So we're just shifting the perspective. Picking the mudra for your hands. Maybe you press the sides of the wall away by flexing the palms. This really helps to engage the arms and like squeeze the space behind the shoulder blades. Flip your palms, straighten the left leg just enough to reach your right foot in a bit, shorten the stance. Inhale, reach forward, reaching, reaching, reaching. Coming into looking up, triangle pose. Sweep the right arm over your ear, lengthening the right side of the heart. You can look underneath the arm. Beautiful. Rise up, standing tall. Come to stand at the top of your mat with your feet together and your hands at your heart. Bringing big toes together, heels slightly apart. Interlacing the fingers into Kali Mudra. So you release the index finger, your thumbs side by side or cross. Breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hips to the left as your fingers go to the right. Stapling down through the pinky edge side of your left foot. And then really stretching the whole Ida Nadi. Look underneath the left arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hips to the right, fingers to the left, stretching Pingala Nadi, pulling it, stretching it so much so nothing can get stuck there. Look underneath the right arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come through the center and then by your side, Tadasana. We're going to move into Vrikshasana, tree pose, and we'll meditate on the center of the heart as we do so. Press down through your left leg, so really stamp down through the 4 corners of the left foot, bend your right knee, bring it into your chest, and then guide it open from the hip joint, right foot into the inside of the left thigh, or shin, or toes down, like a kickstand. And then once you find stability, press your palms together at your heart. Let your gaze be forward and slightly just over the horizon. So maybe you find a spot that's not moving to fix your drishti, your gaze, and your inner drishti is right at the center of Anahata at the nape point, breathing in and through that space. 2 more rounds of breath. Beautiful. Come out of the posture, Tadasana. Ground through the right sole of the foot. Inhale, left knee up. Open from the hip joint, and then come into tree pose, opposite side. Take a moment. Really press the prana toward the central line of energy. You'll find this helps your balance. You could do hands at heart. I like to do a little secret hands behind my back. If that's in your practice, go for it. Same thing, outer drishti forward, inner drishti right at the center of your heart, breathing in and through Anahata, smiling. Come out of the posture, and we'll come into laying on our back. We're going to apply pressure on the back of the heart with a pose that's like a hybrid between a shoulder stand and plow pose. And we do this by, it's kind of like doing a sit-up, and you definitely have to hold with your hands, either your shins, your feet, and then roll onto the part where you feel like pressure on the back of the heart. You might roll out of it a few times, that's okay, but just roll onto it and then lift your nose toward your knees. And once you find it, you'll be like, oh, there it is. And you can feel this space gather energy at the back of your heart as you breathe. Good, everyone. Come out. Oh, cat's here. Come out of the practice. Come out of that posture. Give your knees a hug into your chest. You can rock from side to side. Just got a couple more for the heart. Remember, there's extra poses to get rid of the extra naughty knot there. Cross your ankles, roll up. Plant your palms, step to high plank, and then slowly bring the front of the body onto the mat. Point your toes behind you. Forehead comes down, arms rest alongside your body or interlace the fingers at your lower back. We'll lift up to locust pose. On an inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Draw your fists or fingers back. Look straight down and breathe. Feel the front of your chest wide open. Option to lift your toes. Good. Slowly come down, look over your left shoulder, making a pillow with your left hand underneath the right temple. Shimmy hips side to side. Inhale through the nostrils. Loud exhale through the mouth. Feel the heart press into the floor. One more. We're going to do another locust, or if you want to do upward bow, we can do that together. So if you want to do the upward bow, you bring your chin to the mat, looking forward, kick your heels in toward your glutes, grab for whatever you can reach, your feet or ankles, outside of them with your thumbs wrapped around as well. The inhale, you kick as hard as you can into your hands, and you lift your chest and keep kicking for 3, 2, 1. Return slowly without crashing. Look over your right shoulder. Windshield wiper the legs. Inhale, nose. Exhale, sigh out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extend the legs. Bring your forehead to the mat with your palms underneath the shoulders. Press up to table and crawl to the top of the mat. Bring your sit bones down and your feet in front of you. For our final posture in Anahata, we do horse rolls. We're just going to do 5. So you roll back and roll forward. 5, 4. You can hold your shins for support. 3, 2. On your last one, go through the vinyasa. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, step, or jump back. Breathe in, lift your chest. Breathe out, lift your hips. 1 or 2 breaths in downward dog. We're almost there. Just have the root chakra postures. I'm going to do something for our crown. All right, last chance to play with your jump through. Either step forward to sit, bend your knees a lot, cross the ankles to sit, or kick your legs all the way through. And then bring your feet down. Take your mind to Vishuddha chakra, base of the throat, inch in front of the spine. Bring your palms behind you with the fingers facing toward your legs. And then come into reverse tabletop, lifting your hips. Keeping the chin tucked or letting it drop back. Very gently, we twist at Vishuddha by inhaling, looking over left shoulder. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. One more time each side. Tuck the chin, come down, and lay on your back. Rest your arms alongside your body with the palms facing down and lift one leg into the air at a time. We're going to go into shoulder stand, but this is a good place to stay, Viparita Karani, if shoulder stand's not in your practice. So you can lengthen behind the neck by slightly tucking the chin so the neck is long, or go into your shoulder stand by squeezing shoulder blades together. Palms come to lower back, fingers face toward your legs, and your legs are active in shoulder stand. Take a look to see that ankles and knees are stacked over hips. Stay for 3 breaths. If in active shoulder stand, you'd like to go into Halasana plow, you can do so by bringing your toes behind you, keeping hands at lower back for support, or interlacing fingers and extending the arms. Release the interlaced fingers, bring the palms down. Wherever you are, roll down with control. Try not to lift the skull. So you come down vertebra by vertebra, and then roll up into an easy seat. Good. Take a moment. Time to gather the energy at the throat with a Mahamudra, this great seal of lifting pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, the lock, Uddiyana Bandha at the navel, and Jalandhar Bandha at the chin. But it's not really tucking the chin, it's more about lifting your chest toward your chin, but how we specifically gather the energy at the throat is with a very big exhalation through the mouth. It could be loud. I like to make it exaggerated, but it could be soft and quiet too. And at the very end of the exhale, you lock the bandhas, the chin lock, Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor lock, and you'll feel this pocket of energy growing at the throat. And whenever you need to breathe, you lift your chin and you inhale. So we'll just do that once. Let's try it together. Take a normal breath in, and then big exhale through the mouth. Locking the chin at the bottom of the exhale, engage your bandha. Breathing and lifting the chin when you're ready. So that could be like 1 second for you, or it could be 10 seconds or more, different on different days, and you get the benefit of it no matter how long you hold it. All right, I'm moving my top knot down because we're ready to apply pressure on the crown of the head for our last 2 postures of class. So if you had a high ponytail like I did, you might want to move it down and come to lay on your back with your legs extended long. Point the toes, bring your palms underneath your glutes, facing down. Press into your forearms. We're coming to fish pose. So puff out your chest, let your head drop back, and bring the crown of the head to rest on the floor. If the crown of the head isn't touching the floor, you bring a block or a pillow beneath you. Stay for 3 breaths. Coming out of the posture by tucking the chin and then rolling down, releasing the palms. Knees come into your chest to roll up and come into a quick child's pose. Big toes touch, knees go wide, forehead touches the ground, arms extend long. Walk the palms toward you to roll up slowly, drawing the knees toward one another and sitting on your heels with your palms facing up in your lap. Ready for our final posture where we just apply pressure on the crown of the head. And this could be a headstand if it's in your practice. I am going to do the more supportive variation called rabbit pose, where we bring the crown of the head a couple inches in front of the knees, and then you hold your heels and hollow out the belly and just feel the pressure there. If that doesn't sound appealing to you, you could just put your hands on top of your head and press down. And you close your eyes and stay for 5 rounds of breath. There's this divine nectar that, when we're free of the knots in the central channel, can drip down through the central channel. This bliss and complete understanding. Seeing yourself as this beautiful body of light, free of the obstacles caused by the usual grasping and aversion. And this total experience of ultimate love, ultimate compassion, ultimate bliss, and ultimate wisdom. Whenever you're ready, start to make your way out of that posture. You can rest in a child's pose or seat posture. And we'll do a brief Shavasana just for a minute. If you're at home, you could, of course, stay Shavasana longer. Taking this moment to absorb the benefit of this powerful practice of Lady Niguma's yoga. With continued practice, we see this magic we've wielded appear in our outside world too. So it doesn't just have to be the 60 to 75 minutes on the mat, but infused into your entire life. Creating that condition for us to experience that all the time by dedicating our practice away, staying true to the name Lady Niguma for the world. So send this benefit to everyone in this world, and then even beyond that. And rejoice, feel good about what you've done here as you start to return by deepening your breath and moving your body. Whenever ready, you roll over to one side and then press yourself up to an easy seat. Your hands come together at your chest once you're seated upright, and you let your chin drop in toward your chest. We'll seal our practice with the sacred sound of Om. Inhale. And you can bring your hands, tap a few times, Giving yourself a little applause. Well done. Thanks, everyone. I know I brought us right to the end of class, but since we started a couple minutes late, I'm happy to hang out and answer any questions. That was super fun. And thanks for being a part of this Lady Niguma for the World community. And thanks for joining us, Yoga Studies Institute, Yogi Corps, where we teach these deep truths of yoga that have been passed down for generations. Please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. Awesome work. Thank you. Thanks, Veronica. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone in the chat. Oh, yeah, you can unmute. Don't be shy.
谢谢老师。
Thank
you,
you.
teacher Christine. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. I hope I get to practice with you again sometime soon. These Lady Niguma for the World practices
Thank
with
you.
various instructors happen like
Thank you.
twice a month. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have an awesome rest of your day or an awesome sleep if you're on my side of the world. Next session is November 9th. That's what Annie says. Awesome. Great work, everyone. All right. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Thank you so much. What a pleasure to guide you, and keep up your practice.
Much.
Thank you, teacher.
Hi, everyone. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Oh, thank you.